Hi there, welcome to this month's Question of the Month. If you've been around for a while, then you know that goal setting is a core part of our system and structure for major gifts. Unfortunately, we regularly see fundraisers and fundraising leaders approaching goal setting in a transactional manner that doesn't serve the donors or the organization. So Richard will be answering this month's question. How do you set goals in major gifts?
Well, that is really a good question. I mean, the very first thing you got to do is qualify or make sure that the donors are qualified.
Right.
And what we mean by that is they not only meet a certain metric, like what is a major donor?
Could be 1,000 cum or 5,000, whatever
5,000,
it is.
whatever that. They got to meet that metric. But then they also you have to actually go out and see if they'll talk to you and they want to have a relationship with you. So that's the very first thing. Do they qualify?
Okay.
Secondly, you've got to do some research on the donor, like when do they typically give? What do they like to give to? How much do they give to others, et cetera? If you can get that information, that's important. And then you need to learn their interests and passions. That's very, very critical. So you need all of that in place first. I mean, that's the very first thing. And then when you're doing your communication plan, you're basically basing your goals on what they've done before. If you don't know them, then you have to take what's happened before and kind of make those the goals. If you do know them, then you'll have other information about their capacity and their inclination and how you could move ahead with what that goal might be. Now, the whole question of what's the amount? Like, how do you determine the amount? I mean, that's also always a big question. Well, if you don't know the donor well, then you got to go with past history. They gave 5,000 last year. You might ask for 7,000. But if you do know them, then you have the information about inclination, like what are they likely to do, how interested are they, and then you'd be able to set a goal and have that information inform your goal. So that's all the things about an amount.
Okay.
There's a couple other aspects to this. There's aspirational goals versus budget goals. Now, what's the difference?
Yeah.
A budget goal is what you're doing for management and for the organization.
It's not sandbagging.
No.
It's a real goal.
It's a real goal. It's basically what the finance guy or gal or whoever, what's got to go in the budget for the organization. Okay. The aspirational goal is something that is like if everything aligned with this donor, everything possible aligned, external and internal, what could they possibly do? That's aspirational. And you're basically have those two goals for every donor.
And then you're trying to get the frontline fundraisers to really go for the aspirational, right?
Well, we've always suggested that because it's been very interesting. When you're looking at the aspirational goal, you most often meet them.
Right.
I mean, it's really quite an interesting dynamic or psychology to the whole thing. There's one additional thing I want to say about goal setting, and that's you can ask for a one-time gift, and if the donor says, well, that's really way too high, or I can't do that, then you move to what we call terms, or paying in payments, or several payments.
Right.
And so that's how we set goals.
Thank you, Richard. I hope this has helped you gain clarity on how to approach goal setting in a more relational way that's honoring to your donor. If you're ready to learn more about goal setting and the rest of our system and structure for major gifts, be sure to check out our certification course for major gift fundraisers. This is a comprehensive training that will give you our best practices, tools, and resources to help you create a thriving major gift program and connect more strategically with your donors. You can learn more about this course by visiting our website or by emailing us at academy@veritasgroup.com. Thank you and take care.